I just wanted to insert this video here to let you know that there will be a part 2 to this rummage sale at the church. I actually returned to the church on the second day and did some more treasure hunting and found quite a few more treasures, and I cannot wait for you to see all of the treasures that I found. So stay tuned for part 2. Good morning, everyone. Another cloudy day here in Kansas City, but that does not stop me to go out there and to find treasures, thrift shopping, and today I hit a Rummage donation church sale. My entryway is full and I cannot wait to dig in and show you everything that I got. But first, good morning coffee sip. Nothing like a good cup of coffee in the morning. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into the thrift shop first. So yesterday, I always call my day Gail's Day. I don't know. That's what I do. I decided to go thrift shopping. As I was going to my regular stores, I saw the sign for TOPEKA. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to stop and map out a store and go to TOPEKA, where Upcycle by Bree, that's where she lives. So I thought I'm going to go check out some of the stores there. Why not? So I headed out to TOPEKA and I went to a few stores. This is not in particular order because my bags are all mixed up, but I kind of want to show you what I got yesterday. The first thing I picked up were these beautiful napkins. I thought it would be nice to go ahead and do a print on here so I can go ahead and fold them and put them on my table. There were 6 of them and they came out to $3.99, plus I had a discount from my military discount. So that was the first thing that I kind of grabbed. The other item, which was kind of like a little bit more that I would wanted to pay, but it was $5, and it's just a cute little mailbox. I just thought, how cute to lift this up, have some flowers out of it, or just something just for notes. Just remove all that. So this will be a to-do DIY project later on. The next item I found was this for $1, was this metal stir. I love picking up these items. I think they're kind of neat and cool to add to my little kitchen collection. I think right now I'm hitting pretty much that area where I was shopping was that store. Yeah, this is from the same store, and I will try to find the card that I had. The next was this little cheese. I love painting these and putting a candle inside. I actually put one in my shop. It has not sold yet, but I'm sure it will. So that way maybe I can have one of my own. And it was $2.50, so not too bad. I don't know why I like this. It's just a metal cover. It just looked old to me. I just thought, how cool is this? I don't know. I just liked it. Maybe find something to put with this. I don't know. 50 cents. And then this antique cutting board. Do a nice picture on here, a decoupage or Mod Podge or whatever, and then just put a nice, or even do a little flower with a ribbon around it. I just thought that was kind of cool, and it was $1. So I do have my glasses. Yes, it was $1. So maybe scrub it down, paint it, and do a little DIY with that as well. You always ask to look beyond the item that you are buying because there are so many ideas out there that you can do things with. So, and then, no, that's from the church. Okay, I think, oh no, these were there too. I think I spent like $39. I will link the name of where I went here as I'm editing. That way you will know. These were $1.50 and I picked 3 of these up. I thought if I don't know. I just like it the way it is because of the white. You can add a little erasable tag right here. I don't know. And I picked all 3 of these up. I don't know. I just love the vintage look of it. I don't know what kind of jar is this, if this is vintage at all. It doesn't smell, so that's a good thing. But I just thought these were cool. Let me see if I can find it. I have a mess going on here, so you're going to have to excuse me. Oops, this thing's too high, and now I can't reach. Okay. I thought I had put a card from that store in my bag, but... And here is the third jar. So 3 of those. I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but I just love the look of it. Ooh, this one's kind of broken. And then, of course, another glass jars. I do really well at my little shop with these. I paid $1.50 for it. For some reason, these things are selling like hotcakes. So, and I have one more bag from that store. I picked up, of course, some little golden books. They're not super old. Maybe this one is. I didn't even look at the date. But to me, it doesn't matter. I just love getting these books. 1949. There are some pages missing out of it, but I don't know. I just love the color. And when I do my vintage Christmas room, I just think that would be great to put in there. So, but I love my little golden books. And then they had some vintage books as well. We all know that this is for the, forgot what it's called, the cottage look or the farm look or any decor. I just love using old books because I love the binding colors. I just love the textures. I just love some of the sizes of these books. And let me see here. This is actually a Webster dictionary. This one, somebody signed it 1925. Let's see what the date is. And this says 1914. So the books, I believe, were $1.75 a piece. I believe so. This one is just a Grizzly King. Ew. There's an address in here. So the Grizzly King was 1916. So these are fairly old. I didn't buy them for really, I didn't really look yesterday how old they were. This one, I don't think it's old at all. But it doesn't matter. I just love the textures and the looks of it. So, let's see here. 1951. So, and then I got quite a few more. This one here. The Dream Merchant. I'm not quite sure what it's about, but I do love, like I said, the textures. And this one was a hymn book. I don't know. I just thought that was still kind of cool. If you look at the binding, I love the writing on it. I don't know. There's something about these that I look. And this is saying 1944. So I wish I knew which store this was at, but I will link it right down here so you will see which store this was at. Amazing finds there, that's for sure. Then I went to this other store. It's a family owned, something about Charlie. So I will link this here for the second store I went to. And of course there I had to look at their sewing items, and I picked up a bag, and inside this bag, it was already open, there are some old thread spoodles. And then this here is just a little doily. It was 79 cents. And I love the fact that somebody actually took the time to make these. Look how beautiful. I don't know. It looked in good shape. It was in a bag, so I grabbed it for 79 cents. And then, of course, a bag of buttons. This one was intriguing to me. And this was $1.99. And then another bag of more wooden spoodles. And it kind of, what I found cute is that the daughter works at this store, and she has everything bagged like all the same colors. So it was kind of neat to pick up those like that. So I will link that store down below as well. I'm trying to remember everywhere I went yesterday. There was Goodwill. There was something, a shepherd store. And I think I might have put that paper in here. Let me see. Okay. I think this was from the first store as well. It was $1.50. Yeah, this is from the first store. I'm actually going to make a summer arrangement in this one. You know me, somehow I find those all the time. And some more, this is from the same store, the first store. Something tree, giving tree, I want to say, I'm not sure. Some more of these. And then they had these that you can use for, if you want to do a little lift for the top, you can paint this and glue them to the top of your lids. They were 50 cents. And then, of course, they had these little things. Not quite sure what I'm going to do with them, but these were 50 cents a piece. Then they had some buttons, and you all know me with sewing notions. I am all upon it. And here is one more spool. This one was $0.25. And I picked up this little basket that was at the first store as well. It was $1.95. Okay, and I think then I went to God Storehouse, and I went ahead and purchased this little cute little potato basket, I call them. Again, I went ahead and picked up another cutting board. I just love these things. And I picked up a rolling pin. Some items, like I said, just roll into my cart. And at the God's Storehouse in Topeka, this is their address. Pretty cool little store, and I spent $9.28 there. So, I think that was my haul for the thrifting in Topeka. Now, I've already been out this morning. If you don't mind, I'm going to have a sip of my coffee. Oh, so good. So, on my way home yesterday, they were putting up signs for this church sale. And I passed by the church, so I knew where it was at. And I got a friend. A little jingle. So, I decided to go. So I set my alarm last night, but in the middle of the night, I had a headache yesterday, so I wasn't sure if I was going to go. But guys, I'm just going to turn my camera real quick so you can kind of see. This is my haul with that shelf. This is my haul from that church donation only sale. I always feel bad. Oops. I just found the receipt. Here it is. The Giving Tree. Yes, the first part of the video was from the Giving Tree. And I spent $39.68. Okay, back to the church. I know, go back and forth. So I decided to go, but then when I woke up this morning, I was like, oh, should I go? Shouldn't. And I just decided, well, I'm just going to go check it out. It can't hurt nothing. And I am so glad that I went because they had so many things. They had other things there. Old little buggies for kids. I mean, they had antique pieces in there. I just did not want those. If I had a bigger vintage boot, I would have definitely jumped on those. But you also have to have the right buyer for those things. So what I did is, I'm just going to show you some of the items that I did pick up this morning. And super nice people there. So, and it was donation only. So this book here, I picked up more vintage books. It was from the library. It says Westport. It says Theodore Roosevelt. And they don't have a date on it now? Thought I saw a date. No, there is no date. Well, it doesn't really matter, does it? I thought there was a date on here, but there are no dates. But how cool is this book right here? 1919. So, an old book, but also what I like is the color and the vintage books. The next one I picked up was The Glass Slipper, another older book. I just like to kind of look real quick and tell you some of the dates. 1956. It's probably about Cinderella. And then this one here, Pinocchio. Look at this. You can tell that these books are old. 1939. And there's more books, but I'll just go through this one real quick here, and I'll go through. Okay. It says 1963. So, then they had some of these little doilies. I always like to pick these up. There was 4 of these. 3. I got 3 of these. And then there's a whole bag here. Lunch cloth napkins made by a person's name, great grandma, giving to me on December 27, 1995. Oh, so somebody actually gave this to someone, and it was made, and there's still a note in it. Sometimes it just breaks my heart that some of these things are given away, because that was her great grandma. So that really means something to me. So, and I'm wondering if that same person did not make these beautiful table. Look at all the work. And it's all on all 4 corners of this tablecloth. I have a hard time getting rid of these because I love them, and I just cannot make myself sell them. And then this one here has all of the, oh, this is a pillowcase. Okay. 2 pillowcases. Not that I will use these. Don't know why I grabbed them. I probably grabbed them just for the look of this. But I could totally do something different with these. You can cut them down and make throw pillows out of them. In this bag, oops, there are a bunch of wooden spools. I picked up the bag. Why not? No jingles, you cannot get those. Okay, continue on with more of the church. Some more old vintage books. I am so excited to do some displays with that. And a couple more. Whoops. Stuff everywhere. No, my dog is trying to go to that corner. No jingles. A couple of more books here. Look at the colors. Look when you put these together. Wrap a ribbon around these. Put this on a table, a candle, maybe just like an old key or something, just to decorate. Look how nice that looks. I just love it. And will I read these? Probably not. But I just love the fact that I can have these to decorate in my home. 1936. So these are pretty old. So I have a whole collection of old books. And of course, I could not leave there without picking up a couple of vintage little golden books. This one is the Little Red Riding Hood. This one looked really old. It was starting to, I was one of the first ones there, but then people started coming in, so it was hard to keep all of your stuff together. 1948. The Little Red Hen, The 3 Little Pigs, The Little Black Sambo, and this one says The Little Golden Book, but it's Cathy the Kitten. So, and it was given to somebody in 1982. However, it was published in 1949. So, some more of those little golden books for you today. Okay. Next, I wasn't quite sure what this is. Inside, it looks like they had like some eggs, and there are a couple of decorative eggs. I just thought, how cute would this be to decorate a kitchen, stick a little chicken in there, and just have a cute little display for our farm country house. So I thought that was kind of cool. Sometimes I just pick up things I just don't know. I just do. Okay, so the next item I could not leave there, and I have not opened it. I don't know how old it is this gorgeous quilt. It has the blue and white stripes on one side, but the patterns are so 1974 colors. So I know that it's an older quilt. It does need some repairs. It does look like it came apart in some places, but I could not leave that quilt sitting there. And this one here, I don't know if it was homemade or not. It does have a lot of boo-boos in it, but I just love the other side, just a white quilt just to put on a bed, at the end of a bed or something. So I'm actually going to run these through the machine gentle and wash them, and then I will be able to use those quilts for decor if I want to. Don't think I will be selling those. Okay, the next item I picked up was this little box. I used to have one like this. It was brown. I think I just got rid of it not too long ago. And inside, oh Lord, it's full of old buttons and all kinds of neat things. I am not going to go through all of this with you guys because it is quite a lot. There is a crochet hook in here. I'm going to go ahead and show you this lovely button, or yeah, it's a button. A little container of buttons. Just some older buttons inside here. I'm actually going to leave that box open so I can dump. Wait when you see this. Then it just had a little thing of tags which I can use for my boot. Just last week, as you saw in the one video, I picked up some of these paper fans. I'm going to have to look all of these up and see what is the price that I can get for those. Okay, you guys, here is a bag full of vintage buttons that are still, this one looks like earrings there. I'm not quite sure. This actually does look like an earring, but I don't know. But some of these are very old, and so a whole bag of buttons here. Then there was a thimble in here, and then some other buttons with some thread. My bag is full, you guys. Then another bag, oops. Keep dropping everything on the ground. Another bag of some different buttons. I think these buttons actually slid onto your regular button to dress it up a little bit. And yeah, these are all vintage buttons. An entire bag of white buttons. Another bag of different buttons. I'm telling you, this bag is full. These were all put together. And let me just say, this was in a container, but I didn't want the container, so I dumped it into my little shopping bag that I take with me everywhere I go. So I have a little shopping bag. So let me just go ahead. This was the other I have thread everywhere. This was the container. It was like this. This one I took. But inside of here, there's a, I have to look for whatever fell. In here, there's like some buckles and then a bunch of buttons, like crazy different buttons, a whole bucket full. I mean, wow. So I went ahead and scooped those up as fast as I could. I had a feeling when she told me there was a little craft area, and then they had it separated with a Christmas area, I knew that I had to go check this out. So in here, I see a lot of needles, but another jar of buttons. For some reason, I find these if I can. And yeah, I might have to go through this and make sure that all of the needles are out. But here is a jar of buttons. And here is a bag full of different buttons, big ones. Look at this one, it's humongous. So, and some wood spools. There are a ton of them in here. The next thing that was there were these paintbrush. Like this one is missing. But I just thought, why not? They're, you know, for 25 cents maybe. Whenever I do a donation, I kind of go on about what I want to pay for, like a tied together 50 cents, a dollar, 25 cents. Especially when they're used like this. They look in pretty good shape, but still. So I just went ahead and gave, you know, whatever I thought for each item when I do my donation. Here's a couple more paintbrushes. And some scissors, paint brushes. Okay, trying to get to that box. And these are shape. I forgot what they call, but I guess this stops your fabric from fraying. I'm not sure. Okay, so I'm gonna lift this up. It's buttons. Oh. Okay, so in this box, there are more little buttons. There are some little iron-on or sew-ons. I'm going to have to put some in there. And in this box, it is tons of, there are some star-shaped buttons. Wooden spools. Tons of stuff in here. So I just grabbed the entire box because I didn't want to go through it because I was afraid to poke my fingers. But there are tons and tons of stuff in here. I cannot wait to go through those and see. I picked up a couple of pieces of jewelry as well, if I can find them again. There was this little piece of jewelry, this little necklace. I just thought that was cute. I thought it came with earrings. Yes, it did. And it came with a set of earrings. There was jewelry there, but I didn't really stay to look because I wanted to go look at the craft room. Then there was this, it's broken, but I just picked it up anyways. I don't know why I picked it up, but it's broken. I'm trying to see. Then there's like buttons and elastic and more buttons. And I'm going to show you the box here in a second if I can find all of the stuff. Some more wooden spools. So you guys, the whole bottom of this bucket is full of vintage sewing notions. There are more, what you call those things? Paint brushes in here. There was another piece of jewelry that I wanted to show you. Where it came out. Here it is right here. I don't know. I thought this was kind of cool. I don't know if it opens, but I just thought that was kind of neat looking. I don't think it opens. I think it's a... Oh, yes, it does open. There it goes. Wow. This is probably worth a little bit of money. It has makeup in it and a lipstick. Oh, wow. I'm going to have to look this piece up for sure. Not that I will be using that stuff. And just let me look real quick, guys. I just want to see. I thought I picked up other stuff there, but I guess I didn't. So the rest of it is all sewing notions and buttons and everything else. So not a bad thrift shop and rummage sale. church rummage sale found. I would go to these boxes of buttons, but that would be the longest video that you ever had in your life. So you kind of know what I like to pick up when it comes to sewing notions like this. I mean, this to me was a huge jackpot, and I'm satisfied with my thrift shop, and pretty much gonna call it this week. I forgot. I also picked up this cute little bunny tray. How sweet that is to bring this out during Easter. And two more vintage books. Sorry if I'm all over the place this morning. This was a huge haul. It was a huge haul and a great haul. And then another one of these tray. I picked that up as well this morning. So I am very satisfied with the haul that I did this week. Super excited to get everything together and put everything away. So thank you so much for watching. Hope you find your treasures. Please hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell, because with this channel, you never know what you're going to get. So that way you know and you're notified what kind of video is Gail putting up this week. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe. And remember, I bring things home, I bring it with love, and I bring it to life. See you next time. Hope you find your treasures.